forward to this.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Come on in. Today's short lesson will be on the differences between user and source. This video was an idea that we had following a conversation in Grind Knight's Castle with Spevicus. If you have any video ideas or questions, we'd like to hear from you either in the comments of this video or in our community. Today we're going to take a look at a new feature in our gym, and then we'll discuss how it works. Let's press this button and sound the alarm on a troublemaker. The button changes from green to red, and we get this output here that we have activated the lunk alarm on Chad. This is a pretty simple game feature, but looking under the hood, we can see how user and source are used. Let's just go over this line by line. So we're making a new object called button. The button's icon is button.dmi, and the icon state is green. Similar to our gym equipment, this object has a verb associated with it, and this verb is called press. We're going to put this verb in a new category called button, and that's only to avoid clutter. Line 8 sets the source in O range 1. The source in this instance is the button object itself. Mobs who would like to use the press verb are not able to until they are in range of 1. On line 9, we're initializing a new list called choices. Lists were covered in a previous video. Then we're looping through all mobs in our world and adding those to the list. Loops were also covered in a previous video. Line 12 defines a new variable called troublemaker, and troublemaker is going to be the result of the user's selection out of a list of objects in choices. The first argument here for the built-in input procedure is going to be the recipient, and in our case we want that recipient to be the user. The next line is just a string output. The user receives the output that the user has activated the lunk alarm on the troublemaker. From the DM reference, the user is a mob variable containing the mob of the player who executed the current verb, or whose action ultimately called the current proc. Next, we're going to change the icon state of the source. Again, the source is the object button itself. And from the DM reference, this is a variable equal to the object containing the proc or the verb. It is defined to have the same type as that object. Lastly, we're going back to user, and we're doing another user output. This user output is just a sound effect. All sound effects in this video were made available by Matyas. His forum post and website will both be linked in the description of this video. Approaching our button again, you can see that the button category does not become available until I'm within one range of this button object. We, the user, will press this button, and we're receiving an input selection here that is populated with all mobs in our world. You can see that those consist of 3 NPCs and myself here at the bottom. This time, let's sound the alarm on Daisy. Again, the user, which is us, receives this output, that the user has activated the lunk alarm on the troublemaker, who in this case is Daisy. As you may know, the lunk alarm acts as a warning to people in the gym that they're lifting too much weight, that they're too intimidating, or that they're dropping weights. But we don't have such concerns in Grind Knight's gym. Therefore, we don't actually need this button. As we release these videos, we keep the source updated and available on GitHub. That GitHub link is going to be available in our community, which you can access through the Discord link in the description of this video. Make sure that you're training your body as well as your mind, and we'll see you on the next one.